All right, so welcome back to your daily dose. I'm your host, Alize, and this is a daily dose where you already know we stay doing the most. Let's go ahead and let's jump into our lesson today. It's going to be on how to use the law of assumption to manifest. Now, everything that I'm telling you guys, everything that I'm reading is off a specific website that I had researched on how to actually apply the law of assumption. So just so you know, I'm not pulling tricks out my ass, okay? So I just want to let you guys know that I will put the link in the description below. So if you guys want to go ahead and research it for yourselves, or if you think I'm BSing, you can look this up. All right, let's get to it. So what is the law of assumption? Let's first start off, what is that? So the law of assumption is whatever you assume to be true, okay? Key word, assumption, right? Assumption. So whatever you assume that's true, that is what will become your reality. Now, you can manifest anything by thinking and feeling as if you already have it, okay? And that's why Neville Goddard, if you don't know about Neville Goddard, he was actually the founder of the law of assumption between 1905 through 1972. I believe that's when he passed. It was in the 1900s. And Neville Goddard taught the law. He was an author. He was also a speaker. I don't know why they don't put that in there. He taught the law and he taught people how to apply the law, right? Now, everyone manifests differently. I see a lot of people saying, okay, the law of attraction versus the law of assumption. I have made videos on what the law of assumption is, breaking down the law of assumption, breaking down the law of attraction. And honestly, I want to tell you guys this. The law of assumption and the law of attraction are actually similar to one another. Yes, they have their differences, but they're in the end, they're still similar. I do have a video on that. Go watch it before you watch this video so you can get a better understanding. But the law of assumption is it's really about you actually feeling that what you desire is already done. If you want to be rich, acting as if you are rich, conducting yourself as of such. How does a millionaire think? What's the first thing a millionaire does when they wake up? How does a millionaire live? These are all things that you want to do in order to bring the feeling, to have the feeling that the desire is already done and it's already yours. You can't just assume that your thoughts is what's going to create. Yes, your thoughts do create your reality. But when it comes to the law of assumption, you have to not just only think that this is what's going to happen or this is what I want, but mostly actually feel that it's already here instead of saying it's coming. No, it's already done. Okay. And I want to get this out the way before we jump into it. When you're manifesting, your manifestation is already done. You don't need to do anything fancy. Okay. Now, I'm not saying no, don't put in action. Absolutely. Action is required when it comes to you wanting to do something, when it comes to a goal, even if it comes to you wanting to have a loving relationship. If that means you, conducting what is it? I think it's called inspired action, taking inspired action. You actually going out there, meeting new people, or, getting out more, doing more activities, whatever the case may be, you can take inspired action. When it comes to a goal that you're setting, absolutely, action is required to both laws when you're applying the law of assumption and when you're applying the law of attraction. And they actually both work together. Well, we'll get into that in another video. Right now, we're going to focus on the law of assumption. Okay, so the law of assumption only works when your mind feels the desires, wishes, and aspirations. Thinking thoughts is not enough. Just like I had mentioned, you need to feel as if you were actually living the desire for it to actually become reality. And this is where you become delusional, okay? In order to manifest, you have to be delusional. There are many people that will say, I believe it when I see it. Manifestation is spirituality, okay? Manifestation is a walk of faith. You have to have faith in the unseen. If you have not seen it yet, you have to already believe that it is coming into your fruition, despite the differences, despite whatever you're seeing outside of you in this very moment. I don't care if you're manifesting a place and you are still living in the same area that you've been living in for 3 to 4 years, and you still are working your ass off to get the place that you want. It's happening, okay? And we're gonna go later into persistence and why it's important to manifest and why people don't manifest the things into their life. Okay, so now the thing of what I want to focus on is how you apply the law of assumption. The first step is to define what you want. Okay. Reflect on what life holds for you. Take time to reflect on your desires, your passions, and dreams. Gain clarity on what matters to you and what brings you happiness and fulfillment. Visualize, which is the second step, your ideal life to figure out what your goals and priorities are. Do you want to become financially secure? Do you want to manifest a loving relationship? Do you want to get that promotion? Narrow it down and make it specific. The more specific, the more real and tangible it's going to feel, which is an important part of the law of assumption. Okay? To make sure you choose a goal with depth and purpose. And I want to talk about this because it's basically saying, like, for example, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of a lot of motivational speakers, right? And I want to talk about Les Brown because I remember when he said you have to discover your why. Why do you want to be a speaker? Why do you want to be financially, whether it's financially secure or financially free? Why do you want to have the financial freedom? Why do you want to obtain this goal so much? What is it going to bring? What purpose will it bring to your life? You have to discover your why, because the more you're specific and the more you're specific on why you want to do what it is you want to do, the more you're going to persist despite the circumstances. Because whether it's for your family, it's for your children, whether it's for yourself, even to show you, like I told myself, I broke down and defined why do I want to do the things that I want to do, right? Okay. So, sorry, y'all, I'm not wearing a shirt and I didn't feel like looking for one. So anyway, I want to be fully monetized on YouTube, right? I said, I want to be able to buy the things that I desire, but get this. I said, oh, why do I want it? I want my voice to be heard across the globe. I want to speak life into people and change lives for the better. I want to become legendary and share my story with the world, right? So that is my why as to why I am doing the things that I want to do. Doing the things that I am doing as of right now. Why I'm on YouTube. Why do I want to tell my story? Because people need to hear it. People hear my story. I feel like I can change many lives and I can inspire other people to not make the same mistakes that I made throughout the time of me being on this earth. And why do I want to become legendary? Because I want to go down in history. I don't just want to live a normal, boring life where I live and then I die. I want to be known for something important. So when you define what you want to get specific. People say they want their specific person, but what do you want to, what is it specific, like the relationship, the kind of relationship that you want with your specific person? Narrow it down. What is it when you want to be financially secure? What career do you want to have? Where do you see yourself going in life? What actual dreams or goals that you have that you want to accomplish in this lifetime? You must be specific, which also brings me to the next step is visualization. The more specific you are, just like it said, the more real it becomes, because then the more specific you are about that loving relationship, that promotion, the career that you want, or being rich, being a millionaire. The more you start to become specific and narrow it down and give details, you will start to bring it to life, because then it'll start to create in your subconscious mind. you will then start to be like, damn, for example, I want to be a millionaire, right? Okay. Define what kind of millionaire. What do you want to be? Okay, a social media influencer, a motivational speaker, having my own talk show, having my own podcast, being able to travel to around the world and speak to thousands upon thousands of people in the audience, being able to travel wherever I want. And you, well, I already said that, not just only being able to travel, but also being able to actually go to different schools or to speak to children, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And my own talk show, having my own talk show, bringing celebrities onto my talk show, bringing people who are friends of mine onto my talk show. You know what I'm saying? Becoming an author, the type of books I want to write, you know, books that are going to inspire people to keep living out their dreams, to actually bring them to life. You see how specific I'm being? You see how I'm defining the ways of how I can become a millionaire? These are the things that you want to do in order to actually bring the feeling, because the more I describe it, the more real it feels. The more I start to feel like I can do this. This is exactly what I want. And because I want this, I know my why as to why I want it. So I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that not only do I obtain this manifestation, do I not only bring it to life, but I actually sustain it. I keep it. You know what I'm saying? And I keep doing it is what I need to do. I know for a fact that I am chosen for the things that I desire. And then you start to really visualize, which takes you to the next step. You visualize yourself already having it. If you see yourself as a millionaire, if you see yourself as, you say you're an author or you're a social media influencer, you're a big time YouTuber, whatever the case may be, TikToker, whatever it is, artist, R&B artist, rap artist, singer, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to be, you will bring it to life when you are specific, because those details are then going to become it's going to then become your imagination. You're going to start to imagine these things on an everyday basis. You're going to start to really actually download it into your subconscious mind, and your subconscious beliefs is what's going to bring it into reality and to your fruition. Okay. Now, this is something that I want to talk about, because a lot of people, they tend to say they want their specific person. Now, when you are applying the law of assumption, I hear so many coaches, oh, affirm, 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 da 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 da. Okay. The fuck? Okay, affirm. But my thing is that it's not about affirmations. It's about really feeling as if though what you want is already done. The law of assumption is just, it's already done. Once you put the thought out there, once you thinketh, what you thinketh is what you shall becometh. Okay, thoughts make feelings. Feelings are your emotions. Your emotions become your actions, all that other stuff. We already know that. Boom. Once you think this and you already put it out there and you say, this is what I want. I want to be this, that, and the third, so I can make this, that, and the third. Once you put it out there, it's already done. What you need to do is work on becoming that better version of who you are, becoming it is what you desire, acting as if it's already done, enjoying the fact that it's coming to you, or not even that it's coming to you, that you already have it, because you already do have it. And this is where we fall short too. I want to say this because I know and I understand. I've applied the law of assumption, but I have done it incorrectly, because all I thought was it's just about affirming. It's not just about affirming. You have to know, why do you want the thing that you're manifesting? You have to know, how will it change your life? What do you want from this goal? How will it serve you? And how will it make you feel? If you had your dream car, how would that make you feel? Why do you want your dream car? Even if it's like, Alizé, I just want my dream car because I just want to pull up. I just want to pull up on the scene. Okay, it ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't nothing wrong with you pulling up on the scene, looking good, looking fresh, looking clean. It ain't nothing wrong with that, baby. That ain't nothing. Okay, period. Why do you want your dream car? Because, Alizé, I want my dream car because I want to be able to, tell my, to actually accomplish something, to know that I accomplished something in my life. I got my dream car. I'm rolling in it. I did this because I made it happen. Okay, baby. How will your dream car change your life? You know what I'm saying? What do you want from this goal? You know what I'm saying? How will this serve you? Well, we know how it's going to serve you. You're going to get to work. You're going to get to wherever you need to get to. You ain't got to walk. You ain't got to take the train. How will it make you feel pulling up in your whip? Damn, it'll make me feel good. Zay, all the honey's going to be on me. You know what I'm saying? So when you see how excited it is, though, when you start to really, you talk about it. You don't have to talk about it with other people. And I'm going to get to that in my next video. Shh. But definitely, when you know why you want to do something, it's going to make you persist in it more, right? It is. And this is the thing. Step 3, assume and acknowledge success. Once you've defined what you want, realize what it'd be like to have it. The law of assumption states you should now live and behave as if you already had it. You assume that you already are or have everything you desire. Okay? How are you supposed to behave like a millionaire when you're living paycheck to paycheck? Teaching mind power. I found that acknowledging is a technique that's easier for students to grasp and practice. Acknowledging is a simple technique to create and amplify the energy of our thoughts. Acknowledging means actively searching for evidence. For example, if your goal is to make a lot of money, look for areas of abundance in your life. Don't limit the term abundance to financial wealth. And this is one thing people don't realize. This is where you being grateful for the things that you have in your life as of right now. Don't focus on the lack thereof of what you're lacking. For example, when you want to manifest love, stop looking at it as love is supposed to be with somebody. You are love. I'm going to say this again. You are love. We are all love, okay? And the reason we're love, okay, is because it starts with us. I'm so serious. You have people in your life that love you. Even if you may have a cat, a dog, an animal, whatever it is, that's love. That's, you have an abundance of love. It's not just, oh, I have to be loved by someone. I have to have a significant other. I have to have somebody to teach me and show me what love is. Show yourself love. Abundance in, for example, perhaps abundance of trees in your neighborhood. There's so many trees. I'm grateful for the trees, the oxygen that I'm breathing on an everyday basis. I'm grateful for the fact that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful for the fact that I do have a job. I am grateful for the fact that I am making money. Although it's paycheck to paycheck, I'm still making some type of form of income. Am I not? Am I not? Am I not? So when you start to acknowledge and actually acknowledge the positive things versus the negative things, you will still start, not even the negative things, you will start to then start to focus more on the positive side. You will then start to be more optimistic about your manifestations because you are actually seeing that you have already the abundance that you want. Not just only narrowing it down to finance. Abundance does not just only mean finance. Love is abundance. Joy is abundance. Happiness is abundance. There's so many things that are abundance besides just only wealth, okay? So going on, like assuming, acknowledging attracts circumstances and events with similar energetic frequencies to the things you focus on by sending signals to the energy web of all reality. So the more you focus on, like it says right there, that's the law of attraction. The more you focus on what you want is what you're going to bring more of what you, the more you focus on what you desire, you're going to bring more of. It's going to come to you. You focus more on positive relationships. You focus more on building positive relationships, having a positive and loving relationship with yourself. You focus on your health. You focus on your you know what I'm saying? You focus on your finances. You start to focus on, more opportunities and more things that you can do in order to open up more doors for you. You're going to start you're sending out, you're projecting that out into the atmosphere, out into the universe. And that frequency, you're then going to vibrate on that frequency. And when you vibrate on that frequency, what you desire has no choice but to come into your fruition. Because now that you have decided to assume and act as if and take inspired action to that you desire of, you have now manifested, you have now applied the law of assumption, because you assume, you have defined what you want, you have visualized what you want, okay? You know what you want, you know how it's going to change your life. And now you're acknowledging the things in your life that you already have. You're acknowledging, you're becoming more grateful, you're showing and giving more gratitude to the universe, and you're sending that gratitude out. And therefore, what you desire has no choice but to come back to you. Damn, I'm good. Okay, so boom, baby. Arrow. So it talks about how to use the law of assumption in real life, which we've actually we going into this. Okay, what do I want? This is talking about love. I'd like to have kids one day and having a loving relationship. I'd like to buy a big home with my family. We can spend the rest of our lives there together. What would it be like? And then you'll feel happier, more selfless. You'll feel love, sharing memories, all this beautiful bullshit. Step 3, assume and acknowledge my partner is this, my partner is that. I will go out, I will do this, I will blah, 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 blah. Okay. The law of assumption, does it really work? Now, the reason I want to get to this and I want to skip forward into persistence is because this is why people do not manifest the things that they want. I've manifested under crunch time. I'm going to tell you that right now. People don't manifest the things that they want and desire is because they don't persist. The law of assumption works, but it isn't immediate. You have to do it right and practice consistently. And this is where most people fall through and miss out on the abundance the law can bring to their lives. Your mind is what I call the great trickster. It will try to convince you every day to procrastinate on your goals. Think of your mind like a dog. When you begin training a dog, you need to put in the time to teach it appropriate home life behaviors. Persistence is vital. The dog will never learn unless you are persistent and consistent with its training. The same applies to your mind. You need to be persistent. That's the only way the law of assumption can work. Consistent practice is what makes the law effective and permanent. Set aside every single day to think thoughts and feelings that align with your vision. Now, I believe they say it takes 30 days, up to 30 days for your subconscious beliefs to change in order for you to actually manifest the things that you want into your life. I believe so. Don't quote me on that. All right, y'all. Don't quote me on that. Look that up and actually give it to me and put it in the comments below, because I definitely need to know about that. But definitely, it's you can set out a time and a day in order to think the thoughts and feelings and align with your vision. I'm not saying don't script. I'm not saying don't affirm. If you want to affirm and script, you can do that. Whatever helps you. I like to script. I like to talk to myself about it. I like to say, damn, I love my wife. Damn, I love this. I love that. Or I'm grateful for this, or I'm great. Whatever it is that makes me feel that I already have what it is that I desire. Because if you're not doing anything to train your subconscious mind in order to bring it into your reality, it's not going to happen. I'm letting you know that right now. You have to literally train yourself, and persistence is key. A lot of times we put ourselves in this thing where we're just putting ourselves in a box and saying, you know what, fuck it, it doesn't even work. And sometimes when you do give up on your manifestation, it comes faster. And that's another video for another time. But the reason I'm not saying if you have to apply it this exact way. Whatever works for you is what works for you. If you can forget about your manifestation, then do it. By all means, when I stop giving a fuck about my manifestation, it pops up in my reality and I don't even know when it's there. I'm just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm done. I don't feel like thinking too much about it. It's just too much, blah, blah, blah. And then boom, manifests. But that's just me. That's just me. 2, your actions, your thoughts are energy, but they can get diffused if you don't turn the thoughts into actions. Don't get stuck in your mind. If you are in the mindset of wanting to be a millionaire, you have to bring these things out into the world. You have to take action. If you do not take action, you're not going to manifest what you want, because what the hell? I'm not finna tell y'all, oh, yeah, you can manifest money sitting on your ass. I don't believe in that. That's stupid, honestly. And if anybody is telling you that, they need to stop. You have to be able to take action in order to do it is what you need to do for your life. Okay? You cannot sit there and expect things to just get to expect shit to be handed to you. You got to work for it. And this is the way you do it. The universe already knows what you want. But what actions are you going to take in order to actually allow the universe to work behind the scenes to give it is what you want, to give you what you desire? You can't just sit on your ass. You got to get up and you got to do something. You can't say this is what you want and then not do it. I didn't want to make this video today because my neck is hurting, but I made this video today because I drop videos on the days when I'm off, on Wednesdays and Thursdays. I'm off on Tuesdays, but those are my rest days. But I'm dropping these videos because hello, if I don't want to do, I mean, what else am I going to do? Have videos just sit on YouTube? Nobody, it's not going to reach nobody if I don't keep dropping vids, right? Okay. So it's the same thing with what you want. You have to take action. Even if you do want to go out there, like if you want that love, to be honest, I'm not saying that you got to go out there and look for people and go on dates and do this. No, but if your friends say, hey girl, or hey bro, we finna go out, do, you might meet the woman of your dreams. You might meet the man of your dreams. For my LGBTQ, you might meet the woman, you know, you know what I'm saying? You might be like, oh my God, she just did it. For the guys, you'll be like, oh my goodness, he really like, what? Like, this is crazy. Anything is possible. And just like they say, God works in mysterious ways, the universe works in mysterious ways too. You never know when your manifestation is just going to happen. And that's the most beautiful thing about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And basically, baby, you better give it a like. You better give this shit a like, baby, on my mama. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. But you better do that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Or my mama gonna be at your front door. Peace.